It's early on Tuesday morning. This is July 7th. I did not get our video uploaded for Sunday. So that's what I'm doing this morning. I got up a little early and I'm sitting in front of the library uploading last week's video, a couple days late. Sandy visited from Oregon and we had a great time. She left yesterday from the lake and headed down back down to Oregon. And like I said, just with that going on and the holiday weekend in there, I didn't get a chance to get the video up. So I'm here this morning doing that. What do we have going on this week? This week, we are technically 9 days away from our house closing. There's a glitch on the buyer's end with the process. We're in a contingency offer here, which means they need to have their house under contract before we can finalize the sale of our house. So there's a little hold up on their end. We're keeping our fingers crossed. We're still moving forward ourselves as though it will close on the 16th. We've got a few projects we're doing this week that we will show you in this video coming up. And that's about it. We're just plugging along. The video I'm uploading now, we didn't film a lot last week. We were so just focused on visiting with Sandy and getting a few things done that needed to get done around the house for us, that the camera didn't come out as often as I probably should have brought it out, but that's okay. Sometimes you need to do that. So I'll be back on track to make sure this week's video gets out on Sunday on time. Not a whole lot happening this week, but that's the update. That's what we're doing today on Tuesday. Had a great time last week with Sandy. Really enjoyed her visit. Looking forward to our going down to see her in Oregon in the fall, along with another friend who lives down in that same area. So we're gonna just get on with our week here. And today is plumbing day. We got a new toilet for the downstairs bathroom. Just picked it up today. We're gonna be installing that bad boy today. We'll show you how it's done. So taking the bits out of the box here, it comes with a wax ring and your bolts, caps, everything you need to put it in. I'll set these aside. And we're gonna just inspect everything and make sure there's no damage. Let's see, it looks like it comes with a seat. Instructions. Just checking for damage, make sure nothing's cracked or broken. Yeah, it all comes put together. That's cool. Okay, we can get rid of the tank here. I think the tank is in good shape. You want to just lift it up for me there, Sherry? I'll check the bottom, make sure we're good on the bottom. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay, perfect. Tank's good. All right, let's check out the tank cover here. That looks good. No cracks, dings, chips. That looks good. Make sure nothing's cracked or damaged. So I think we're good. All is well. I'm gonna put some working clothes on and get ready to go. We are ready to remove this old toilet. I've turned the water off and flushed the toilet, so the tank is empty. And I will apologize for the lighting in here. If I turn the ceiling light on, the ceiling fan also comes on with it and it's pretty loud. So the lighting in here is not the greatest, but it will do. Just want to make sure you get as much of that water out of the tank as possible. That looks pretty good. So we put a little bucket underneath here. Usually pretty easy to remove here. So just a little bit of water in there. Next thing we're going to do is pull the tank off of the base. All right. Ready to pull the tank off. There's the tank. Now to pull a toilet, you've got the bolts here that actually attach it to the floor. So all you really need to do is loosen these, pull the nuts off, and pull it straight up. However, there's still water inside of here. I need to get a little scoop, and I will scoop the water out of the bowl. We'll get as much out as we can, and then the toilet will set in a box. Whatever water's left in it, and then the residue from the wax ring on the bottom will all set in there, and it won't get all over the floor and get yucky. So, and when you can't get the scoop down there any longer, you can take your sponge and just get the majority of it out of there. Just get in here, there's a little bit left in here. Where the tank was. Just kind of absorb that out. Remove these bolts from the bottom and pull the toilet. Just set it in the box like that. Bingo. Perfect. We hit a little bit of a snag when I pulled the toilet off of the base, off of the flange that's mounted in the floor. Found that the flange is rusted out a little bit, so let me show you here real quick. We are going to have to remove that flange. Now that we have the new flange installed, the new metal flange installed over there, we removed the rusted out one and we got the new one in. I'm ready to get the bolts in the holes lined up and set the toilet in place. So the bolts that actually hold your toilet down to the floor have a kind of rectangular shaped head to them. They slide right into these slots here like that. Just like that. And we put, so they don't move around on you, where's the other one? We put these little plastic keepers on them, and that just holds them in place there. I have one, but I can't find the other. Let's slide it down. Like that. That will prevent it from moving around too much when we go to line the toilet up on there. Get this down on there. Like that. There we go. Those are going to stay put. Oh, before we put the toilet down, I need to clean up the underside of where the old toilet was, the footprint from the old toilet. The next step is to put the new wax ring in place. Okay, ring is out of the package. We're going to set this into the hole like so. Always good to have extra paper towels around. Now the bottom of the toilet will sit on this and compress this wax down, and it will spread out and make a seal. Make sure your bolts are pretty much straight up and down. It makes dropping the toilet down onto them much easier. And I think I'm ready for that process now. There we go. So we just compress this down. Compress that ring down. Make sure the toilet is square. There we go. I think that's pretty square. You want to come look at it?
Looks like I'm going off the ground. I mean, off the this wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I think that looks pretty good.
Okay. All right. Good enough. The next step is to take these covers. These go over the bolt like that. And the washer goes on that. And the nut tightens it down. This is what holds your toilet to the floor. We'll go put the other side on, and we can tighten these equally as we go. And then when we're done, these caps snap over this cover here. So let me do the same on the other side, and then we'll come and tighten them evenly and get those caps snapped on, and the toilet will be secured to the floor. One thing you want to do is avoid over tightening these, because you can crack the toilet base, and that would be not a good thing. Pretty secured there. I think we're even, and let's see, these bolts. Yep, we need to cut these off. So I'm going to go grab a hacksaw. The height of the bolt is not allowing the cap to sit all the way flat. So I'm going to go grab a hacksaw, and we can just cut these bolts a little bit shorter. There it is. Going to vacuum up the dust created. Cap will just go over the top and snap down like that. Voila. Now we can put the tank on. This particular toilet came with all of the parts pre-installed inside of the tank. So to attach the tank, once all your parts are installed to the base, you need a flexible rubber style gasket. This fits over this opening here, and then you lift the entire tank up and set it on the base here. So then this gasket fits snugly into that opening, and when you put the bolts through and push or compress your tank down, it compresses this ring slightly. And set that down in place, like so. Once the toilet tank is on, there's these, they're rubber washers. So these go inside the tank, cone side down, over the hole, and then the bolts go through that, through the tank, and then through the toilet base, coming out the bottom. Put both of those in, put those bolts down, and then it's just a matter of taking your washer and your nut up underneath and securing the tank to the base. Once your point, if you're ready to tighten them down, you need to put downward pressure on the top side and tighten from the bottom. The head of the bolt is slotted, so you can have a flathead screwdriver up there to hold that so it doesn't spin. So I've got that started there. I'm going to start the other one and then I'll tighten them. Again, tighten them evenly, but not too tight because this can crack. Went out and got a socket set to hold the bolt underneath here in place. And I'm going to gently tighten in here. I'm sorry, hold the nut in place. Gently tighten in here. And again, we're tightening equally as we go, so we don't over tighten. That's pretty good there. Let's get this one done. That's pretty good. Alright. Well, I'm gonna just kind of go over all the steps here in my head, make sure we're okay, and I think we can put water in it. That would be our noon alarm. And our dog will howl. She likes to sing. Are you singing? Sing! That's barking, that's not singing. Every day at noon, an alarm goes off, the siren goes off at our fire station. It's kind of the emergency siren. In 13 years, I don't know why it goes off every day at noon, but it does. Lets us know we need to stop and have lunch sometimes if we've been working hard, and also gets the dog singing. So yeah, let me just go over every step here, make sure I'm good. We're gonna connect the water line and I think we're ready to fill this guy up with water. We've got a little water in the tank. I'm just putting a little bit in just to test. So there's those screws that hold the tank to the base. Those rubber cone-shaped washers compressed. Under here is the, trying to get a shadow there. That's the rubber gasket that is on the base of the tank, compressed into the hole for the toilet base. We are dry, no leaks. I like to lay some paper towels down on the floor. It just gives me a good visual indication if there is a drip or of any kind. I can see it. So let's turn this back on all the way, let it fill up to full. There are no leaks thus far. Everything looks good. This side looks good. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it and we'll see. There we go, I think we got a brand new toilet.
You got skills.
All that's left to do is put the seat back on and we're good.
Well done.
Sweet. All right, so that is how you remove and replace a toilet. Easy. Anybody can do it. It is easy. It really is easy.
Well, it is, yeah.
Yeah, you just need to just go step by step and
You just had to, yep.
maintain, you know, the whole process and watch for leaks at the end, and I think we're good. So we'll watch this for a day and make sure we're still good, but I'm pretty confident. Somebody's having fun with the hose. Yeah, is that somebody you? Uh-huh. I think so. these blueberries. That's awesome. That reminded me to come out here and look at these Nanking cherries. Yeah, these are full. Look at them all. I bet they're pretty. Oh yeah, they're just falling off of the branch, so those are gonna be nice and ripe. Look at them. Are you done yet?
Hold on, we gotta get started.
Wind her up. Wind her up. You sound waterlogged. She definitely sounds waterlogged. All right, let's maybe call that done. Come here. Wow. All right, let's get you to lay down on your towel. There you go. Lay on your towel. Jeez. All right, here we go. New clippers number 2. We are haircut professionals. Well, everybody, what do you think? Well, doing okay? We haven't done anything with it. There are so many of these moths out here tonight. Oh, he likes you. Okay. You're coming with us.
Go for a ride. Still there.
Wow. It's hanging out. It likes Sherry. Good girl. Ready for some more squirrel action? You ready for that? Good dog. Okay, gotta leave it. That, oh, gotta leave it. Ready, go.
Take it, take it.
Oh. Nice try, that was close. Oh, get it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ready, and... Oh. All right. You done? Get some water?
Got my ladybug.
Still just hanging out right there, huh? Wow. Taking it home with us?
No.
Okay, we gotta leave it here.
Okay. I could get a jar with some.
Yeah, put a little stick in there. And
That's what I did when I was a kid.
I know.
Let's see.
A little breezy, but it's beautiful today.